Those long lines outside of Centrelink were a real sobering sign of what was to come in the Australian economy. And today we will get our first real insight into what the unemployment rate in Australia is. And it is expected to spike to its highest spike on record. Economists predict we could see from a 7% unemployment rate, but the highest prediction is by today we could actually have this 10% figure. It doesn't actually take into account the entire picture in the economy, though. This ABS survey, just the first 2 weeks of April, and we know that there is thousands more Australians who lost their job after that period. Also, the government's JobKeeper wage subsidy plan, that in fact also clouds the number of Australians who have been stood aside from their job. We know that that's around 5 million Australians taking part in that scheme, and anyone who doesn't actually attend their work or isn't going to work at the moment isn't in fact captured in these current unemployment figures, Pete. But some pretty sobering news we're expecting later today. Yeah, and more sobering news, Trudy, from Australia's biggest bank that warns we could see a dramatic fall in house prices. Not great news this morning for homeowners, Pete. This is the Commonwealth Bank warning that house prices could fall by around 32% in the next 3 years, a pretty staggering number. They do acknowledge there's a lot of uncertainty around this. This is really based on the fact that unemployment may not come down as quickly as the Prime Minister once suggested. That snapback that had been forecast may not be the case. We may see this lag in unemployment, and that could trigger this pretty drastic fall in the house prices across the country. It's obviously going to be depending on which housing market you're in, but in Sydney, for example, in the worst case scenario, the average house price of $1 million could fall back to just $700,000, Pete. So not a great day, not great news if you're a homeowner.